Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for the second and final video blog of the day for Monday, February 15, 2016. Hopefully you had a great President's Day. And it's snowing out right now in Billerica, Massachusetts. Going to be about an inch of snow, then converted over to some sleet, but eventually plain rain, and tomorrow's going to be in the 50s and on and off showers, warmer for the rest of the week. So whatever snow falls and the snow that fell in the past few storms will probably be melted. But we're still in the bad part of the winter where the worst snowstorms in New England could happen. Some news to report. Krispy Kremes have announced that they're going to rejoin going back into the New England market by opening up shops in Connecticut and New Hampshire, but none in Massachusetts yet. Krispy Kremes came to the New England market in the early 2000s and flopped big time because everybody loves Dunkin' Donuts because of the coffee. I like the iced coffee Dunkin' Donuts. I had a Krispy Kreme donut once. It's okay. Also, the Buffalo Sabres has suspended Evander Kane for one game because he missed team practice, because he overslept, because he went to the All-Star game in Toronto, Canada. That's not good. The Tampa Bay Lightning announced that they won't trade Steven Stamkos at the trading deadline. They're working on a contract for him. I think he's going to stay in Tampa Bay, but you never know. And sad news to report in music. Singer Denise Matthews, also known as Vanity, who was a protege of Prince, passed away at the age of 57. So prayers to her family. That's about it on news. My second and final video blog subject of the night is my personality profile. Tonight's personality profile is former Major League Baseball player Ken Griffey Sr. Ken Griffey Sr. played 19 seasons in the big leagues, but he's known for being the father of Baseball Hall of Famer Ken Griffey Jr. Ken was born and he grew up in Nora, Pennsylvania. That's the same place that Stan Musial, Baseball Hall of Famer, was born, and his son, Ken Jr., was born. And he played baseball and football in high school. He was a pretty good baseball player and a pretty good football player. He turns offers down to go to college, and he was drafted by the Cincinnati Reds in the 29th round of the 1969 MLB amateur draft, and he spent 5 years in the Red system. He was an outfielder, and he was a pretty good outfielder. He made his Major League debut in 1973, and he played 19 seasons in the big leagues with the Reds for 2 stints, then the Yankees, then the Braves, and then back to the Reds, and he ended his career with the Mariners in 1991. And Ken Griffey Sr. was part of some big Red Machines teams in the 1970s. He won 2 back-to-back World Series titles with them. 8 times he hit 10 or more home runs in a season. 3 times he had 20 or more stolen bases in a season. 9 times he drove in 50 or more runs in a season. 12 times he hit 20 or more doubles. 5 times he had 150 or more hits in a season. 10 times he hit 300 in a season. 7 times he had 5 or more triples in a season. 2 times he scored 100 runs in a season. He was a pretty good outfielder. He was a great player. He could hit for average, run for speed. He made 3 All-Star teams. He played on 3 All-Star games, including in 1980 he was the All-Star Game MVP. And one time Ken reached the top 10 in MVP balloting. He was like a quality player, but he wasn't like a superstar. He was like basically an everyday good player. And he bounced around from team to team. He only hit 20 or more home runs one year in 1986, but that was a combined total with them Yankees and the Braves. And by 1990, Ken Griffey Sr. was released by the Reds, and he thought he was going to retire, but he was signed by the Mariners. His son, Ken Griffey Jr., played for the Mariners, and they hit a home run in the same game in 1990. They were the first father and son duo in Major League Baseball history to play on the same team. The other one is Tim Range Sr. and Jr. in 2002 with the Baltimore Orioles. Ken Griffey Sr. retired after the 1991 season with a career batting average of .296, 152 home runs, 859 RBIs, 200 stolen bases, 1,129 runs scored, 2,143 hits, 364 doubles, and 77 triples. Those were decent stats. Ken Griffey Sr. was on the Hall of Fame ballot for the National Baseball Hall of Fame ballot for the first and only time in 1997, but he did not get the necessary 5% of the vote, so he was removed from future considerations. And Ken Griffey Sr.'s stats, they're pretty decent, but they're not Hall of Fame worthy because Ken Griffey Sr. wasn't a consistent all-star. He never led the league in any major categories. So, and he only made the top 10 in MVP voting once, so he wasn't considered for the Hall of Fame, seriously considered. I think a few writers voted him because of him being Ken Griffey Jr.'s father. And Ken Griffey Sr. made the Reds Hall of Fame in 2004. And then Ken Griffey Sr. became a coach and manager in the Reds minor league farm system. As of 2016, he's a roving instructor for spring training and the minor league camps for the Cincinnati Reds. And that's about it on Ken Griffey Sr. That's about it on these video blogs: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. Tomorrow, the regular 3 video blogs come back. First video blog will be about the top 10 greatest professional wrestlers that's ever wrestled for the AWA. Second video blog of the day will be about Sportsnet New York. And third and final video blog of the night will be about Ken Griffey Jr., Baseball Hall of Famer. Like I always say, keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Bunny guy. Molly Rosebud of WCCO Roxanne has nice legs. Elizabeth Hutt, so stunning. She has nice legs as well. Julie Donaldson of Comcast Sports Mid-Atlantic's the best in my TV sports crush. Michelle Beadle's awesome. And in the words of Dickie Ackroyd Jr., director of Boys and Girls Club of Greater Billerica, the more, the merrier. Don't forget Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. Shout outs, plug, comments, questions, concerns, future video blog suggestions. Private message me. Be considered. Good night. See you tomorrow.